Hello, I'm Christy Ingram.
Nice to meet you. Anita Brown.
Nice to meet you. And what's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley. Nice to meet you. I'm going to be your social worker. So I am a social worker with the Child Protective Services. And that just means I've been assigned to your case. So I'll be working with you all throughout your process with the county. And so any questions or concerns that you have or any developments in the case, anything like that, I'll be your contact, someone that you can talk to, ask questions, voice concerns, stuff like that. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Well, before we get started today, I do want to go over a couple of things. Everything that we say in this room will be held confident in confidentiality between you and me. And then if I am court ordered, I will present all this stuff to the judge. And then if does arise that somebody is in danger, whether it's you all or someone else, then I will have to report that as well. But besides that, all the information that we talk about here won't be just randomly spewed out in conversation or talked with amongst my family or anything like that. Does that make sense? So hopefully that gives you all a little more freedom to kind of voice your situation, what you're going through, and stuff like that. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get started then. So tell me some of the expectations you all have of my role as your social worker. Ashley?
I don't know. So one coming up to tell me what to do. Well, I'm not really sure there's an issue, so I mean, I'm thankful you're here, but I'm not exactly expecting that.
Okay. All right. And that's when a lot of people come in with that mentality. So we do have a couple of things that we have to address, but we're going to work through those. So if we figure out the best route to take to get your all's case worked through and completed, then we'll be fine. But again, if you all have any questions or concerns, like I am a resource to you all. I'm a tool that you can use to get through this process. Does that make sense? Okay. So we'll go on and talk about the specific concern that came up to develop this case. So a neighbor heard an altercation that she feared would turn violent, and that was reported last Tuesday. So can you all maybe recount that situation or some specifics of what happened?
Well, ever since my boyfriend Ronnie moved in the house, me and Ashley, there's been a lot of tension there in that relationship. So I would definitely say that it probably got pretty bad that evening in particular.
Okay. So Ashley, I see that you have your cell phone out, and that's totally fine. If that is how you choose to cope with something that's going on, if that makes you feel more comfortable. But I do want you to know that as you engage with us, we'll engage with you, and it might be beneficial for your full focus to be on us. But again, that's your discretion, whatever you feel.
Put it up. Put it up now. We're having a conversation here.
Okay. So Ashley, while your mom was talking about her boyfriend, Ronnie, and I am going to take a couple of notes if that's okay, but at the end of our session, if you'd like to see them, it will be no big deal for me to just pass them over, not writing anything specific, just taking notes to help me recount what we talked about here once we leave. But I did see you shake your head a couple of times. Is there anything, can you explain some of that, like were there conflictions in what you're feeling in her story, or?
Pretty loud when you're screaming your face off at me. You won't shut up. And I don't like a boyfriend.
Okay.
I know who he thinks he is.
Okay, let's talk about him, because as your social worker, I don't know. We don't have any notes on him, so I don't know about Ronnie. How long have you all been dating?
I've been with Ronnie about 2.5 months or so. We met at work, and
But he moved in like later.
Okay, so he is living with you all.
Yeah.
At this point. Right. And so how has that transition gone?
not as smoothly as I'd hoped.
Not as smoothly as okay, that's great. I come home from school, and a lot of my gone out next to the door because he needed room for his stuff. He needed room for his pool table. In my bedroom because we live in a small apartment.
Okay. Alright, so the transition might not, were you expecting this transition to
I
happen?
don't know. He'd been over for dinner once.
Okay.
Maybe twice.
He needed a place to go. He was essentially, we all got paycheck at work, and he wasn't going to be able to afford to live on his own. So I said, I welcomed him into our house. I figured Ashley would be, a team player here. We all had to make compromises in this situation.
You don't compromise. You moved my stuff out for his.
Okay. So, a couple of those words that you say. So, compromising and team player. As a team player, what were your expectations of your daughter when you moved your boyfriend into the house?
Obviously, I knew that she wasn't going to be ecstatic. The first time that she met him, she rolled her eyes and didn't communicate it the entire night. So I knew she wasn't going to be happy about it. But I figured that I raised her a little bit better to be more respectful of the situation.
I bet you even knew at dinner that you were moving him in. And you just didn't
The
want to tell me.
situation arose as it arose.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, if we talked about, actually, if we could talk about one or two specific things that you're really struggling to cope with or to deal with, what would those be?
The fact that he thinks he owns the place since he's been there a little while, which is funny because they've only been dating 2 months.
Okay.
He forgot my name the first time he yelled at me. Doesn't even know who I am and tell me what to do.
Okay, so when he yells at you, is that a common occurrence?
Yeah.
Is that in more of a disciplinarian? A discipline?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's the role that he takes with her.
Which he has no business
Let me clarify the situation. Her father, her biological father, who she sees every other weekend, is much more of a passive parent. By passive, I mean doesn't care about her, doesn't have any issue. He lets her do whatever she wants, basically.
Okay. So we're just going to work through this, and as she's communicating this to me, keep in mind some of the things that you might maybe have some trouble understanding or maybe don't agree with. And then once we get done there, we'll just shift to you. That way we can all communicate what we want to the fullest extent, and then we don't have to guess or be confused about what the other one was trying to say. Do you think that would be a little more beneficial in our environment?
Sure.
Right now? Okay. So you were saying that her father is a little more lenient with some of the. Okay.
Right. He works a lot, he doesn't really care a lot about what she does. He's more of a, free for all parent. She wants to go out late, she can go out late. She wants to party, she can party. He doesn't really care. Ronnie's not like that. Ronnie has her best interest in mind. He wants structure, he wants order, and when he tells her to do something, he expects her to do it.
Okay. And now, Ashley, what do you think about this role that Ronnie's taking on?
I think he has no business. I think he's only been there a month.
So is discipline a large part of the issue that arose last Tuesday, or was that dealing with another aspect of the issue?
The discipline.
Okay.
He asked her to clean her room up. She didn't want to do it.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you feel as if maybe the role that Ronnie has taken on is a little premature for kind of how long he's been there, or maybe the typical role that a step parent might take on, maybe he's taken on a little prematurely?
To say the least, yeah.
Okay. So that being said, Anita, okay, do you think that there is any way to, well, first of all, do you understand what she just communicated to us?
Yeah.
So that she thinks that maybe that might develop in time, we don't know. But as of right now, that she's not as comfortable with the situation situation that you're in.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I understand that.
So what do you think are some ways that we could work through that in a more maybe intentional manner? Because the last thing you all, it sounds like you all are trying the best you can to work through what's at hand, but as you get more people involved and as your communication becomes a little more, like in this case, it turned into an altercation because there weren't ways to cope or deal with what was going on, and then it got someone else involved, which brought in a whole other group of people. So what do you think are some ways in the future that we can work through that? Or actually,
He could move out. Or at least stop telling you what to do like he owns the place.
so what would you feel would be a nice compromise from your needs and wants and your mom's needs and wants?
You can do whatever. I don't care what they do. What she wants. Just stop telling me what to do like you're my father. You could stop. If she wants something done, she can tell me herself. I'm not saying Lana to do it.
Do you think communication could be more effective?
I could see that. You know, if I were to be the one that was the more disciplinary type and intervene between her and mom, it's probably the first thing to do.
Okay. So the next time we meet, which will be in 2 weeks, unless you all decide you need to meet sooner, are there any specific goals that we could put in place? What would be some ways to limit maybe the frustrations that we're feeling? If your mother did take on more of a disciplinarian role instead of Ronnie, would that cut some of the tension out?
Yeah, just stop talking like I'm stupid. I'll clean my room. Just don't yell at me.
Okay, well, and that's great that you can acknowledge that the responsibility that you have to clean your room, you can motivate yourself to do that. But as a parent also, she does feel the responsibility to make sure those things are done and that she is instilling those types of values in her daughter. So, if you were to take on the more disciplinary role, what would that practically look like?
I mean, I would say probably maybe, short list, things like that, something that would keep her responsible and less of a obtrusive way.
Okay. So that is something that we can work on then. Let me write that down. And so we'll look at that and how you all have implemented those next week. Or next session that we do. So